Hello everyone, and welcome to C-View Quantum Network. I'm your presenter Daniel, and I'm here with producer Claudia Pareco. Our opening song features Reach for the Stars, from Cyclone's new album, Showtime, available on all music stores and platforms. A moment of your time is one of the most extraordinary gifts we could ever be given. We are honored every time we've received a moment of your time. We are servants of the new age, the time of prophecy, the time of the ascending sixth sun. We are a platform for alchemists and multidimensional souls. We connect with many planes of reality and assist the awakening journey. We are pure light, transmitters of high vibrational light out into reality. Our shows are held on Fridays at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time. At any moment to participate on our shows, please call 805-830-8344 and press 1 to talk with the host. Call for free at 805-830-8344 and wait in line, or you can use Take My Call, and for $11 you can jump the long list of callers. Do so at www.paypal.me/PURECO/11, and then please PM or email Claudia Pareco at cview1111@gmail.com and include the phone number you'll be using to call the show. All of our podcasts are easily found in all social media and are available free, live, or on demand. To request a show, please write to Claudia Pareco at cview1111@gmail.com or visit our website, cview1111.net. Now, let's listen to our host and topic of the day.
Thank you, Danny, and welcome everybody to CView. This is your host and producer, Claudia, and today we have Awaken My Wisdom, Becoming Our Higher Self, with our host, James Smolnik. Humanity is undergoing a major evolutionary transformation and shift in consciousness. People all over the globe are feeling it and are waking up to seeing a much bigger picture and extended awareness than ever before. This awakening is putting us in touch with our innate intelligence and expanding our creative abilities like never before. But now we are in a point where we can become more. And sometimes this more is hard to define or to understand how to get there. And that's why we are so fortunate to have people, advanced beings like Dr. Jane Smolnik ND, who can help us with her techniques and with her advancement to understand how to reach there. So now let's bring Jane to our show, and remember that you can always visit her websites at ultimatehealing.com, biofieldclearing.com, or awakenmywisdom.com. And now let's welcome Jane to our show. Hey Jane, thank you for coming and welcome to see you.
Thank you, Claudia. Thank you so much for having me on again. I always enjoy working with your people, your listeners, because they're usually really aware and ready and really craving this kind of information, which is great. So thank you.
Thank you as well.
So I guess I'll go ahead and jump in if you don't mind, because I know there's so much information to share, and it's really very important and helpful, because as everybody knows, and I want to say hello and welcome to everybody that's joining us here today, and whether you're listening to the recording or you're here live, this is going to be very helpful. And even I will be doing today a little BioField Clearing session for everyone that's on the line. I'm going to connect with the entire group here, and we will identify what's really keeping us from staying in our higher self. And that's one thing I want to talk about today. But even with the recording, everyone is going to actually feel the clearing happening. Or if you don't feel it, it's actually going to be happening a bit. So anyway, I guess I should give a little bit of a background for myself. I mean, I've been in the holistic health field for well over 30 years as a master herbalist, a naturopathic doctor, iridologist. I'm a certified intuitive healer. I do quantum energy healing, kinesiology. I mean, just a whole long list of trainings over the years. I'm also a licensed avatar master, wizard, working with consciousness skills, which I've done for 30 years. So this is really a compilation of a lot of my work and what is needed right now. And I've also worked with my guides and my star family for over 30 years. And they made it really clear to me that this is what I need to be focusing on right now, is really helping people clear their biofield. Because even as a naturopathic doctor, what I've seen over the last 30-plus years is people's health issues are becoming much more complex, in a sense. We have a lot more toxins in our bodies, in our air, in our food, in our water. We have so many EMFs. We have a lot of stress, all different kinds of stressors, including societal stress and media stress. So just focusing on the physical body is really limiting our ability to heal on deeper levels. And that's really where we need to go. I'm seeing, supplements aren't working as well as they did 20 years ago or 30 years ago. And so many people have chronic, reoccurring conditions, whether it's a chronic health condition, a chronic pain, chronic relationship problems, chronic financial problems, chronic problems with self-sabotage or not being able to get ahead. I mean, there's so many different things. But the important thing is, if you're really committed to your own personal evolution, your spiritual evolution, I think so many of us are right now, and more people are looking for it, craving it. It's essential. It's important. And everybody may understand, too, the fact that, frequencies are rising, things are shifting. And one of the reasons why we're in such an intense predicament that we've been in the last year and a half is actually a necessary step, believe it or not. As scary as it may be, we do have to look at the much bigger picture. We needed humanity itself, all of humanity, the entire globe. We needed to be shifted out of our, kind of like our sleepwalking, where we've just been, this is the way life is, this is what we do every day, we're comfortable with it, we're in our own comfort zone. And we had to be shifted out of our comfort zone. The interesting thing is my Pleiadian family showed me this 20 years ago. And I didn't quite understand what they meant at the time, but now I do. And what they showed me was, we're going to be going through something on Earth here. Earth is going to be going, the entire Earth is going to be going through what they call, or what we call, a near-death experience, where you kind of die and come back to life in a sense. And the good thing about that is, once we get through this, there's going to be a much higher reverence for life and spiritual awareness than ever. So this is really where we're going and what we're doing. But instead of getting sucked into the drama of it, we really have to expand our awareness out and look at the bigger picture. It's a much bigger picture happening right now. So what tends to happen is the fact that, often our intuition, our telepathic abilities, our higher self, our connection to our true self and our divine source gets really kind of overshadowed by the fact that we have an incessant little ego mind, which really has our fears, our doubts, our judgments, our limitations, and it really likes to analyze everything that's going on, and put a judgment, put a label on it, and give our opinion about it. And it often manipulates this multi-dimensional information to really fit our traditional limited belief system. And basically, we are souls, we are divine, powerful, creative beings, and we are coming into a much greater awareness of that. So as an example, I want to ask you, how do you function in your life? Are you kind of a victim to life, to reality, where you're at the effect of it? Are you a reactor? Do you react to everything? Do you react to your reality? Or are you a creator, a deliberate creator of your reality? So this is really the big shift that we are going through as humanity. We are the ones creating this, even on an unconscious level. We're really only conscious of about 10% of really what's going on. And the subconscious, which is underneath the conscious mind, as well as the unconscious mind, is where we hold so much information. And this information is really held in our quantum DNA. So our DNA, which goes every single place in your body, it doesn't matter if you get it from the tip of your nose or the tip of your toes. Every single piece of DNA is the exact same. It is your unique spiritual blueprint, your universal blueprint. And for many years I did iridology, which was photographing the eyes with a microscope and a digital camera and blowing it up, and I could read the soul level patterns that you're bringing into this lifetime to work on. And what are your influences from your maternal or paternal ancestry, your family line? We have inherited patterns that we bring in to work through on a soul level as well. So, and we're all here to master certain things in this life. So, but at the same time, we all have old traumas, we can have trapped emotions, we can have core fears, limiting beliefs, inner challenges, we can have blockages, stuck energy in the body. We can have kind of trapped energy or blockages in our chakras, our energy centers, where they're just not really open and functioning as well. And all healing is your body's way or your soul's way of identifying and eliminating what is having a negative impact and what is keeping us pulled off center to our highest and true divine self. Now, that's a very important point to understand because, I believe we're always connected to our divine source. There's one universal consciousness. You may call it God, you may call it higher self, you may call it the Great Spirit, you may call it whatever you want. But it's that one divine consciousness. And this massive, magnificent, beautiful universe is constantly unfolding in a graceful and infinite way. And we are part of that. We are connected to it at all times. But we easily get pulled off center. It's almost like you have one foot in the center where you're connected and aligned, but we get pulled off center by fears, by traumas, by doubts, by insecurities, by shame, by frustration, by feeling conflicted, by having low self-esteem. We might have anxiety, nervousness, worry. We might feel like we're being taken for granted or we're not being appreciated. We also have things that have happened during our lifetime, especially when we're young, and we're emotionally immature when we're a child. So we make decisions, we make judgments and labels and beliefs about, people aren't safe. Look at what the children are experiencing right now, having to wear masks and being in a state of fear. They're looking at other humans like, oh my God, other humans could kill me. Other humans are dangerous. That's not a healthy way to be. But that's part of the whole level of control that's going on. So without getting into all that, I still want to discuss what else is keeping us pulled off center of us being in our highest, truest, most powerful, divine, creative self. So we do have all the things that happen during our lifetime as we're trying to learn about life. We're trying to relieve our own pain and suffering. We're trying to find more joy and more happiness in our life. Every single person on this planet is trying to do this. But we also come into this lifetime with inherited patterns, and these things are all held in our DNA, our quantum DNA. So our DNA, a small percentage, is really about your genetic blueprint, about what your body's going to look like or your patterns. But over 90% is really quantum DNA. It's your universal blueprint. So many of us are souls that have lived many, many lifetimes. Many of us, maybe a lot of people here, are also consider themselves as light workers or energy healers or healers that are here to assist this process right now. And bless you if you do, because it's not always an easy path, but it's also a very important path. And very often I see so many people who are determined. But yet at the same time, we have to keep improving our connection ourselves so that we really can stay anchored in. We also have ancestral patterns, which are a little bit different than inherited influences. So your inherited patterns are, something that you inherited either from your mother's side or your father's side, and they may have inherited it from their pattern, their family, their parents. And I test when we do BioField Clearing. Sometimes things can go back, 10 generations back, 15, 20, 30, 40, many, many generations back. Now, sometimes people are amazed by that because they say, whoa, how can that be? But think about maybe 20 generations back. That seems like a long time. But if you consider there are roughly 25 or 4 generations per 100 years, like approximately every 25 years, then 20 generations back is only 500 years. Now, humanity has been on this planet for a very, very long time, longer than we even understand or realize sometimes. It's not just tens of thousands of years. It's actually hundreds, So there are things that have happened. Humanity has really been traumatized for a very long time. There have been many, dark forces. There's been many war and killing and suppression and burning at the stake and, executions and rape and, all kinds of stuff. That when these things happen, they become a shock to the system. Now, all ailments, all diseases start with a shock to the system, actually. And then it will manifest later on mentally, physically, and emotionally. But when these things come in as a shock to the system, there was a trauma, there was a shock. If that doesn't get properly healed, it gets passed down energetically to the next generation and the next and the next. But it comes in on an unconscious level that we don't see. It acts as a transparent filter that we view our life through. And we have many filters. We have limiting beliefs and judgments and traumas and ideas and fears and limitations and, this doesn't work for me and I'm not good at that and blah, blah, blah. And it limits our ability to be the powerful divine creative being that we all crave. Every single soul is really desiring that. It's really moving toward that. How do we find our joy, our happiness, our power, our divinity? And you've probably all heard the fact that every time we blame something or someone else, we're just giving away our power. It's not serving us. So you are actually a soul, which is much more expansive than just the limits of your physical body. Your soul contains your physical body. Your physical body does not contain exclusively your soul. It doesn't end at the physical body. Your soul also contains your emotional body. Your soul contains your mental body. Your soul contains your etheric body, and your soul contains your spiritual body. So very often what happens is we get stuck bouncing around in our ego mind, which is a physical body construction. When you die, your ego mind kind of goes with it, but your soul stays on. The ego mind is the part of your brain that has those fears and those judgments and those labels and those opinions and those limitations, the things that keep us going around and around, and we don't quite get anywhere. You know what that's like, right? So what if you put your ego mind or your body in charge of your soul? One of the reasons why sometimes people don't heal, they suffer, they have chronic conditions, they don't lose weight, is because they're trying to do it from the level of their mind, and it doesn't work. What if you were to put your soul in charge of your well-being, your emotional well-being, your physical well-being, your mental well-being, your spiritual well-being? Your soul is this powerful, beautiful, divine connection to Source. Your higher self, I kind of look at it or tell people to be aware of the fact that it's kind of like hanging out above your head. We have our physical mind, right? And then above our head we have our higher self, which just observes things neutrally. There's no judgment, there's compassion, there's curiosity, there's interest. And above that we have our soul center, which is like a brilliant sun, a little bit higher above our head, and that contains all the information, like our Akashic records, all the information of our soul's journey and what we've been going through in many lifetimes. And then even higher than that, we have our divine spirit self. That is your absolute self. That never changes. That is the most powerful. So that's the part that, my belief is, you might have a different belief, but my belief is we don't actually kill a soul. The body may die, but the soul carries on. And it may, go into a different form or an etheric form. That part doesn't matter quite as much. But if you're really wanting to heal, we have to disrupt the reality that we've gotten comfortable with, which we've learned to kind of operate within all these limitations, just to make ourselves feel comfortable. We get to go out with our friends, or we get to go out and do this and that, and we think that, life is good, we're temporarily satisfied. But on a deep soul level, in your heart and soul, that's not satisfying. And now we're actually being limited in our ability to even do that, to be with our family and friends and go out and enjoy life. So it's really forcing us into our heart center and really taking a good look at what's going on in our heart and soul. So that's a really important thing. And we actually have to, we really had to go through this major shift. Remember when 9/11 happened, September 11th, 2001? That event created a huge shift on the entire globe, which put us all back into our heart center instead of in our heads. And that was beautiful. That was wonderful. That lasted a while. We've had many things like this happen, like even when Nazi Germany happened. That was another time. And supposedly this is something to teach us on a much grander level of what never to do again, what not to allow. Are you willing to give up your rights and your freedom and to be controlled and limited? It's like, I really don't think so, because that's not our innate sense of anything. Our spirit wants to expand. Our spirit is unlimited. Our spirit wants to thrive. Our spirit wants to prosper. That's who we truly are. That's what's really essential and important to all of us. So one of the things I love about doing this BioField Clearing, this is something I've developed over the years, and it's really a compilation of like 30 years of all my trainings and information in the holistic field and working with people and observing and teaching as well, consciousness stuff, is one of the things we do is, with your permission and with a simple opening prayer, we connect with your higher self, your guides, your angels, your ascended masters, star beings, archangels, and only beings of light. And we ask them to be present. We call forth your team. Sometimes I call forth your medical assistance team as well. People who are in chronic pain always have to look at what's going on deeper. Any kind of autoimmune condition, anything that seems chronic, you have to look at what needs to be cleared on a deeper level. So we connect. And then I teach my practitioners. I do teach a practitioner certification course for this, because my guides made it very clear to me after a while. It says, okay, now you have to teach this. So many people need it. And I thought, oh my gosh, what a brilliant idea. I hadn't even thought about that. So I had to fine-tune it, and they helped me fine-tune everything, put it together. And now we have so many people that are helping assist others do this. And I love it because it's always a deep, beautiful, sacred process. So what we do is there's actually about 21 charts, and we do some dowsing, and we ask your guides. They're the ones directing this entire thing. And I'm going to do this for you in a few minutes. What is needed? What is keeping us? What are your concerns in life? They can be absolutely anything. We ask, what are your top 3 concerns? And then we go into the charts, and they direct us. We can find out what it is, what pattern it came from, what realm it came from. Was it something that got tracked in this lifetime? Was it an inherited pattern? Did you get it prenatally? Is it from your ancestry? Is really the collective consciousness group that has gone through group trauma. Even thinking about, like for women, we've gone through, there's a female pain body of what we've gone through that many of us are still trying to heal some of that. This can also be coming from karma. It can come from past lives, things that you haven't completed that need to be cleared. And when I say cleared, I really mean neutralized and turned off. All these bits of information, both good and bad, all your gifts and talents, as well as your challenges on a soul level, come in with your DNA. And they are little active things that are trying to get our attention, because that's what's most important for you to heal, to work on. Your soul's trying to get your attention. And I've always said to people, if you're not paying attention, your body's going to clobber you over the head with a physical pain or an ailment. It's like, okay, once it gets to the physical body, you have to really pay attention because you have not been paying attention. So it can be extremely helpful. So, and once we actually identify and clear and neutralize things, one of the ways we do that is I was guided to use these ancient Egyptian healing pendulums. They're phenomenal. And they're based on sacred geometry patterns, and they create a magnetic vortex of light going into your energy field. Now, we can work with people anywhere in the world. And when I went to school for intuitive diagnosis, I realized with your permission, and I have to know your name, age, or where you're from, I can identify and pull up your energy field, and we can do that neutralizing. So it's really just turning off these bits that are trying to get your attention. And it's just such a beautiful, sacred process, I have to say. But once we've cleared a number of items, then we have the positive healing charts. So after we've cleared things and you have some clear, open space, if we don't put in the positive, you're going to go back to your old default patterns fairly easily. But we look at, what's needed to improve your life. What are some empowering beliefs that are beneficial for you right now? What are the virtues you are here to master on a soul level? What is this showing you and teaching you? It could be compassion. It could be forgiveness. It could be respect, clarity, expanding your awareness, trusting on a very deep level. We also look at the chart like, what are you here to master for your infinite beingness? And your guides are actually showing us what it is. And then we have 21 inner healing keys. And these are kind of like spiritual practices. And your guides will show us what's your key to inner healing that's going to help you most, be more empowered, more aligned with your true self. So that's basically an outline of what that is. So I would like to do a little BioField session for everybody here because I think it's so essential. So if I have your permission, for everyone that's present, everyone that's listening to this, even if it's on a recording, if I have your permission to connect with your energetic field, the only thing that limits us is the space between us. We are all connected energetically. And if I have your permission to connect with the guides, I have a whole team that's showing up. I already did an opening prayer asking my team to be present, or the ascended masters, archangels, great divine creator, beings of light, to assist us in this process. If for some reason you don't want to, you can either just cross your hands over your heart like you're blocking it. And I think most people won't do that. But anyway, I'm going to ask our team, what is keeping us right now from staying in our higher self? What exactly is it? And I'm going to go through the charts and I'm going to ask. I didn't prepare any of this ahead of time. I want to ask if there are any stuck emotions for the entire group that need to be cleared right now, and I get a yes. Okay, let me find out what is showing up here. And there's a sense of helplessness is what I get. Helplessness. Almost like, how do we do all this? How do we fight against? If you want to look at it, it's fighting against. But all the powers that are trying to manipulate and control us and limit us and all this stuff going on, because it's getting more and more intense. And very often we can feel like, well, can I really make a difference? So let's just clear that energy of helplessness out of our energy fields, because this is something that appears to be present. If we don't feel like we have enough power, we feel helpless. So if you'd like, take a deep breath and relax. And if you'd like to picture this, close your eyes, and you might see it as a kind of like a tornado going into your energy field, starting from above your head, and it's also producing a column of light. Sometimes it's golden light, sometimes it's white light, sometimes it's violet. And it's going to go all the way down below your feet, and then we're going to pull it back up again and neutralize everything. All right, so take a deep breath and relax. Feel into the energy. And now for this entire group, we allow this magnetic vortex of light to go down deep into your energy field. Let's draw out, tag, and neutralize anything that is keeping us feeling powerless, feeling helpless. Let's pull it out, clear it from every memory, every event, all time, all patterns, all circumstances, and all lifetimes, going all the way down to the very core of when this was first created. All right, and now we just kind of cut that taproot. Now let's lift this up and clear this emotion out of your energy field, out of your cells, your organs, your tissues, glands, meridians, your mental body, emotional body, and even your DNA. Neutralize and turn off the frequency of the pattern and energy from all time, all space, and all dimensions, as it no longer serves your highest good. Allow it to release easily, safely, gently, and completely. For this we are grateful. Thank you. So take a deep breath and let that one go. Now I'm going to ask our whole team. We have a massive team. I just love it. They're all present. Let's ask for humanity right now, for everyone listening, what needs to be cleared that's keeping us from staying in our higher self? Are there any other stuck emotions at this time? Any core fears? Whoops, I'm getting a yes on this chart. Let's see what's showing up. Okay. Let me see. That's interesting. Is this correct? Wow. Okay. And the core fear that's coming up is being sacrificed. Wow. Fear of being sacrificed. As humanity, this has happened. With all the child sex trafficking that's going on. There's a lot of ways that humanity's been sacrificed. Our power's been sacrificed. Women have been sacrificed. Children have been sacrificed. And even men in their ability to help protect. Wow. That just blows me away a little bit. All right, let's clear that out, that fear of being sacrificed. And that may come in on different levels for different people, so I'm not going to identify where it came from because that's more personal. Take a deep breath and relax. Close your eyes if you want to feel into the energy as we create this powerful magnetic vortex of light, going down deep into your energy field to draw out, tag, and neutralize any energy, emotion, fear, block around being sacrificed. Having your power taken away is really what that means. Let's clear it from every memory, every event, all patterns, all circumstances, and all lifetimes. Clearing it out, going all the way down to the core of when this initially created a long time ago. Now let's lift up and clear that emotion out of your energy field, out of your organs, cells, tissues, glands, meridians, your mental body, your emotional body, and even your DNA. Neutralize and turn off the frequency, the pattern, and the energy from all time, all space, and all dimensions, as it no longer serves your highest good. Doing it easily, gently, and safely. And for this we are grateful. Thank you so much. We lock it in. Perfect. All right. Take a deep breath and let that one go. Now, for everybody here, all of humanity as well, let's just ask our guides, what is keeping us from staying in our higher self? Any other stuck emotions? Anything on this page? No. Limiting beliefs? I do get a yes. Okay, let's see what shows up here. And, yeah. I'm just kind of double checking. It's surprising me once again. Okay, and there's a belief that life is unfair. God may be unfair. God is unfair. That's another that comes with this. And it can be any similar version to that. You know, why do good things happen to bad people? Why is life so unfair? Why does somebody get this disease? Or why does somebody die early? Or why does somebody have this accident? Or this natural disaster? You know? So there's an underlying unconscious feeling that life is unfair or God is unfair. So that's really interesting. So let's clear that. What if we were to neutralize that belief? What if that belief no longer existed at all? What if it never existed? You want to hear something interesting? And you may already know some of this. Some of the other higher vibrational star beings, like the Pleiadians and the Arcturians and the Lyrians and stuff, they operate in like 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th dimension. They're a much higher frequency. They don't have this type of belief. They don't have wars. They don't even have a concept for it because it's a much lower vibrational realm or frequency range that us humans have operated in that is shifting. They operate at a much higher frequency where these things don't exist. So let's neutralize and clear that belief, all right? So it no longer exists. We're going to neutralize it completely. If you'd like, take a deep breath and relax. Feel into the energy as we create this powerful magnetic vortex to go down deep into your energy field, to draw out, tag, and neutralize any belief, any thought, any fear, any feeling that life is unfair or God is unfair. Let's clear it from every memory, every event, all time, all patterns, all circumstances, going all the way down to the core of humanity where this was first created. Now let's lift up and pull that energy, pull that emotion, that fear, that belief out of your cells, organs, tissues, glands, your mental body, your emotional body, your thoughts, and even your DNA. Neutralize and turn off the frequency, the pattern, and the energy from all time, all space, and all dimensions as it no longer serves your highest good. For this we are grateful. Thank you so much. Take a deep breath and relax. Let that one go. Now, let me ask for all of humanity, what is keeping us from staying in our higher self? Any blocks to the body? Blocks to self-relationship? No. Relationship challenges? Chronic stresses. Stuck energy in our chakras. Oh, I get a big yes on this one. Okay, let's see what's showing up here for everybody. Okay, it's that base chakra. And it's our survival issues, catastrophobia, feeling abandoned sometimes. So that base chakra, we have some stuck energy there. Okay. And as you may know, you may or may not know, chakras are our energy centers within our body, kind of from head to toe. We even have some above and below. The base chakra is like your root chakra. It's the base of your spine. It also goes down your legs and your feet, and it connects you and grounds you to the earth. Now, many people, and I've gotten this message over and over again, my God, so many of us are ungrounded. We are not connecting to the divine grid of the earth, the divine energy of this earth. We feel disconnected. So being in nature, putting your feet on the ground, hugging a tree, holding crystals in your hands, things like that can really help you ground and center. Or even putting roots, picturing roots going down through both of the bottom of your feet as well as the base of your spine, and deep, deep, deep into the earth, to the central core of the earth and anchoring on it. That grounds us. Think about a tree that can be massive and huge and old. It has extremely deep roots, and it can withstand any storm whatsoever. So the base chakra, we are going to clear survival issues, catastrophobia issues. So let's clear that out. This is a little bit of a different clearing. So if you want, focus, take a deep breath and focus on your root chakra, the base of your spine. Put your feet on the floor, uncross your legs. As we create this magnetic vortex in your energy field to dissolve all blocks, all trapped energy, all traumas, all negative influences, out of the root chakra, the base chakra, the lower energy center for all people, connecting you to this beautiful earth. Release any and all emotions or negative energy. Allow them to drain down your root chakra. Transmute and allow it to clear and flush out this entire area, clearing your root chakra easily, safely, gently, and completely, as it no longer serves you to hold these things. All right. And now I'm going to put in some healing energy, as we now see an increase in the flow of energy into all of our root chakras, for all of humanity, as we strengthen, connect, energize this area, connecting us deeply to the beautiful grid of Gaia Earth, increasing the flow and function of our root chakra and all the organs, emotions, tissues related to it, bringing them back to a healthy function once again, transforming any old stuck energy to awaken and energize this area, empower all of our root chakras right now to their fullest state of potential, for the abundance and highest good of all, for prosperity, connection, and support. And we thank you for this release and healing. Thank you so much. Take a deep breath and let that one go. I'll do a couple more here. And let me just ask, you guys doing okay? I hope. And for all of humanity right now, what is keeping us from staying in our higher self? Any other things here? Here. Addictions, archetypal patterns, identity. All right, I'm going to go to the advanced charts. Any cords that need to be cut or cleared? I do get a yes. Okay, perfect. All right, let's see. All right. We've got two different things coming up here. That's very good. So we're going to clear some cords. And the cords are stored anxiety, PTSD, panic, and traumas. I'm just jotting that down, as well as any toxic psychic cords. All right? So this is a little bit of a different clearing technique. All right? So take a deep breath and relax. Your eyes as we create this powerful, magnetic, multidimensional vortex. Multidimensional vortex going into your energy field, into all time, all space, all dimensions, all layers, all lifetimes. Cutting and clearing all cords, all toxic psychic cords, all anxiety, PTSD, panic, and trauma. Cut and release all of these cords that drain us and bring us down. May everything related to this come forth and be released to the light as well. Clearing all of these cords, all of the anxiety, PTSD, panic, and trauma, as well as any psychic toxic cords. Release them now for your highest good, as we allow them to clear completely, going back into the light for the highest good. Allow all energies related to these to be cleared and released right now, easily, safely, gently, and completely. And allow this process to continue for everyone here until it's absolutely complete. And we're grateful for this release and this healing. Thank you so much. Take a deep breath and relax. Let that one be. Right. And let's just ask for all of humanity right now, related to what is keeping us from being in our higher self. Is there anything we need to release and deactivate? I do get a yes. Okay. Let's see what shows up. Okay, well, this is good. Okay, so we need to release and deactivate all fear-based narratives. Fear-based narratives. That's all the stories that we have been told over and over again, the slow drip that's gone on for many years of fear, basically. So, are you ready to release that? Take a deep breath and relax. Okay, so now we create this powerful multidimensional vortex for all of humanity, for everyone here, everyone listening, to go into your energy field, into all time, all space, all dimensions, all layers, all lifetimes, releasing and deactivating all fear-based narratives. Release and deactivate all fear-based narratives. Release and turn off, deactivate all fear-based narratives and include any energies related to this now. Release them now, going back into the light. Being released for the highest good of all, we allow them to be cleared and deactivated right now, easily, safely, gently, and completely. And allow this process to continue for all until it's absolutely complete. And for this, we are truly grateful. Thank you so much. Still clearing. All right. So let that one go. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, I'm going to ask, let's see how we're doing time-wise. Okay. For all of humanity, what's keeping us from staying in our higher self? Is there anything we need to rebuild and strengthen in the body? No. Activate and reset? I do get a yes. Okay, let's see what shows up on this particular chart. All right. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so they're asking us to activate and reset. We want to upgrade our DNA and telomeres. DNA and telomeres, which are the caps on the DNA, which as they shrivel, we age and deteriorate a little bit, and connect new strands. Connect new strands. Perfect. Beautiful. Yay. Okay, so this is fun. So, take a deep breath and relax. This is, again, a little bit of a different one. All right, so for everybody here, for all of humanity, everyone listening to this, that hears my voice, we now use this multi-dimensional energy vortex to realign the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies. We use this vortex to activate and reset, upgrading our DNA, upgrading our telomeres, connecting new strands of DNA. We are activating, resetting, and strengthening your DNA, your telomeres, connecting new strands of DNA, increasing our potential, our power, our vibration, our frequency, our connection to our highest self. We are activating, resetting, and strengthening your innate ability to utilize this function effortlessly and easily, knowing it's your divine right. It's the highest aspect of your true self, in alignment with your inner soul. And may this process continue to expand easily and comfortably for you right now, bringing you great fulfillment and capabilities. And for this, we are truly grateful. Thank you so much. Okay. And now I just want to see, we cleared a few items. Anything that we need to do for the healing chart? What are the positive things once again? And any empowering beliefs that would be highly beneficial for this entire group of humanity? And I get a yes. That's a big yes. Okay, column 1 is a yes. Okay, beautiful. So the empowering belief is, I am a powerful divine being. I am a powerful divine being. Claim that for yourself. Know that for yourself. I'm going to infuse it in your energy field right now. You are a powerful divine being. We are a powerful divine being. I am a powerful divine being of light, a divine being of love, a divine being of grace, a divine being of compassion, a divine being of wisdom, a divine being of truth. I am a powerful divine being. This is who I truly am. And so it is. Right. And I just want to ask for this entire group, what virtues are we here to master right now based on what's going on right now? And I get a yes here for column 2, and what is it showing us? Okay, and this makes sense to me. And that is, we are here to master the virtue on the soul level of deep trust. And you know, for so many years I've said that that's something that all of us are here to heal. It sits in the very center of our solar plexus, like where our stomach is, and it's our power center. And what that means is, how deeply can you trust yourself? your abilities, your innate intelligence, your gut instincts? How deeply can you trust the people closest to you? How deeply can you trust your higher self? How deeply can you trust God? How deeply can you trust nature? How deeply can you trust your community, your family, your friends? How deeply can you trust your society, your nations, your government? How deeply can you trust that this is all unfolding absolutely perfectly as needed? How deeply can we trust that? So this also affects our adrenals. The opposite of fear is deep trust. So all of us have been in fear, anxiety, worry. Our adrenals are stressed. We're in a constant state of sympathetic stress response, that fight or flight thing. So how deeply can you relax and trust the process? And holding that energy, holding that light, knowing we are all in this together. We are all powerful, creative beings. We are all holding and anchoring in the light to this planet as the darkness is being dissipated and eliminated. So let's infuse this into our energy field. Deep trust. Take a deep breath, close your eyes and relax if you'd like. And I'm using the golden hue pendulum, which brings in the highest frequency of light and energy. And for everyone here, for all of humanity as well, we infuse your energy field with this beautiful, protective, loving, balancing energy of divine golden light, bringing in the energy of deep trust, bringing in the energy of trusting the entire process, bringing in the energy of love and compassion for all, knowing that it's the highest aspect of your true self, the full expression and alignment with your inner soul, as it releases anything that no longer serves you, but fills you now with rich fulfillment, true and lasting healing, inner joy, and inner peace into your life in every way, every single day. And for this, we are truly grateful. Thank you so much. Take a deep breath and let that one be. Let it infuse. And I'm just going to ask one more quick question here. Well, let me just see this one. What do we need to master for our infinite beingness? I love this chart, by the way. My favorite. Okay. All right, and what's showing up? What we need to master for our infinite beingness is seeing self and others as divine beings. Okay, so take that energy in, seeing yourself and every single person, no matter what their drama, no matter what their struggle, no matter what their story, no matter what they think they're trying to do. See everyone as a powerful divine being. All right, so we're going to infuse your energy field one more time for all of humanity with this beautiful, protective, loving, balancing, healing energy of divine golden light. Bringing in the energy of seeing yourself as divine. Bringing in the energy of seeing every single person as a divine being of light on the inside. And know that that is the highest aspect of your true self, the full expression and alignment with your inner soul, as it releases anything that no longer serves you but fills you now with rich fulfillment, true and lasting healing, and inner joy into your life in every way, every day. And for this we are grateful. Thank you so much. Locking that in. Ooh, beautiful. All right. And what's showing up as our key to inner healing? I want to give you this key to inner healing. And this is the one that just popped up, and I love this one. And let me just find, it is blessing the past and give it a new vision for your future. So if you'd like, place your hands together either in prayer position or on your heart. Recognize and accept and appreciate everything about your past and the path that it has led you to being here right now. Bless it. Bless your past. Bless your journey. Bless your ancestors. Bless your mistakes, along with your accomplishments. Release it all now to the past and close the door. And you can either turn around or just look forward to the future. Expand your awareness out towards your future and create the highest vision of yourself and your life. Be very clear with your intentions, your desires, your goals, your purpose. bless and welcome your future. Invite it into full expression and creation. Write it down and use clarity. Use joyful emotions, a clear vision, and picture it. It's like creating your own mind movie, your picture of your future right now. So one of the things that they say is keep your eye on the goal and the path will reveal itself. For many of us, we don't have our eye on the goal. We don't know what the goal is. Create the vision of your future right now. All right. So I want to thank all of our masters, guides, teachers, angels, the divine creative source for being with us and being present today, filling us with rich fulfillment, support, love, guidance. We honor your presence. Thank you so much. All right. So I want to be complete with that, and I know we only have a couple of minutes left here, but if there's any pressing questions, Claudia, that you have, I'm happy to just answer.
Well, because this kind of work, you need to integrate it. So
yes,
probably
perfect.
I would have many questions, but for your next show.
Okay. I want to talk about the integration because I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you for doing that, Claudia. And Claudia is one of our licensed or certified master practitioners for this as well. So I just want you to notice, drink plenty of water today, take extra good care of yourself. Your frequency is recalibrating to a little bit of a higher level right now. So try to eat good, wholesome food. Avoid sugar, alcohol, and junk food right now, as that will lower your frequency again. Just be aware, you might need more sleep. Notice that some of the shifts might be subtle, some not so subtle. You might feel more calmer, more centered, more aligned, a renewed sense of purpose. You might have more peace, more intuitive hits, more insight, improved communication with others. So you might feel more compassion and clarity. So definitely take some time to just be aware of this over the next few days as your vibration is recalibrating to a higher and newer level, especially since we activated a little bit more DNA strands. Take super good care of yourself. And I want to send out love and blessings to absolutely everyone, wrapping this entire planet in beautiful, blessed, divine golden light. And if anyone is interested, I do sessions. You can go to one of my websites, is biofieldclearing.com. And I do have another training course starting it's an 8-week online course. If you want to learn how to do this with others, it's wonderful. And it's once a week for 2 hours. It's an 8-week course. It's from October and November this year is my last training for this year. You'll also see a list of practitioners if you want to have a session with one of them. You're welcome to do that. I have practitioners from several different countries as well. So, or if you'd like to have a session with me, my regular website is ultimatehealing.com. I also have the website Claudia mentioned, awakenmywisdom.com, where I teach expanding consciousness courses, and I do have a course coming up that's a 4-week class in September. I don't remember the name of it. It's actually, kind of mastering your divine self. So it's really about opening up your intuitive secrets, intuition, connecting and communicating with nature, understanding how your awareness works, your attention works. So if any of those appeal to you, I definitely would encourage you. So thank you, everybody, and may we all be truly blessed as we go through this major transformation and shift. Thank you.